CD, which will be released in a few weeks' time. Michael Holmes has been reliving a few musical memories along with them.
This is probably the last time that you will ever see Skyhooks again.
Well, not for a decade or so anyway. You see, old rock and roll bands coming back from the dead are making Lazarus look like an amateur. And in the case of Skyhooks, well, this is their third resurrection.
We thought, well, the 20th anniversary is coming up. It's a golden opportunity, and we're not getting any younger. And while we've still got the energy and the creative enthusiasm, why not just do it?
Or the real reason?
What my motivation in regard to this, the thing we're doing at the moment, is really to take a little bit back from the industry that I've given so much to.
They say they're getting on better and playing better than they used to. But in these days of retro rock, it's not enough to just bring back these darlings of the countdown generation. Why not open up another vault and dust off some more skeletons?
Now listen!
Remember this?
Daddy's back.
It's been 20 years since Daddy Cool graced a recording studio, though to be fair, these guys never left the industry, and lead singer Ross Wilson has become one of this country's more successful songwriters. Join Skyhooks for a little reminiscing? Well, why not?
Well, I think we were the two groups that really started the ball rolling there, and together we kind of sum up a whole era there.
And for a while there in the early 70s, they were an era.
Come back again. I'm just crazy about you, babe.
And so they have come back again.
Senorita, let me take you home, Senorita, let me take you home, mama.
They're certainly older, possibly not a lot wiser, but if Flares and Platform Shoes can have a renaissance, so can Daddy Cool and Skyhooks.
Where's my kickback? Kickback, kickback, kickback to me. Where's my kickback? Kickback.
It was interesting rehearsing at Red's place. And it's like, little Sammy will come wandering in and he'll bring out, and then Raffy's there, and it's like, it's the full family. And then Bogger said, I've got to go, I've got to pick up Indy and drop her off, mate. She's supposed to be doing her homework, and it's like...
A bit different to the old days?
Yeah, at least we know the kids belong to.
From high times with the boys to homework with the kids. But although they had 6 songs banned for, well, rudeness, they say living in the 70s wasn't the cliche of drink and drugs.
There was no booze problems in this band. There was no alcoholics and,
No
we
drug
delivered the
problems or
job.
anything like that.
And I know from my point of view, I was always, most of the time, straight ass on stage.
Just girls.
Well, that was the problem.
Yeah, it was a weakness.
Senorita, let me take you
Oh, mama, come on. Come on, let me take you home.
For Ross Wilson, adulation so young did have its problems.
So I found it hard to deal with. It affected me. Look at it now, and it affected me much more than I realised at the time.
In what way?
Well, I think I actually went a bit crazy for a while.
But if these guys are anything, they're survivors. And in the case of Skyhooks, so are their clothes.
Oh, we've got to wear the frock. Got to wear the frocks. It definitely wouldn't be Skyhooks if we didn't dress up. And I mean, that's half the fun. I mean, where else can you dress up if you're a grown man?
Well, quite a few clubs around.
Yeah, we live our lives in a happy hut. And our
This time around, the bands aren't going it alone. They'll share a CD, maybe do a few gigs together. And with Skyhooks, there's a kiss and tell book out. And Red Simons has obviously learnt a little marketing over the years.
How much money did you make in those days?
Mind your own business. It's in the book. Well, buy the book.
It may have taken 20 years, but all members of Skyhooks are finally comfortable with each other.
I think if there are any bitter regrets, we wouldn't be sitting here today.
No regrets for Daddy Cool either. Just a hope that they can still cut it as a band.
Yeah, sure. There's a bit of tension involved in that. You want it to be good. That's my main thing. I just want it to be good.
And there's a confidence here that it will be good. Some of the songs have the sound of commercial success. The rest will be up to fans with memories. But the real question is, why do it at all? Go into mortal musical combat when they're all pretty comfortable as they are.
For us, it's sort of like, well, everyone's asked so many times that, well, we'll do it, and then we'll have done it, you know, and they can't keep asking us anymore.
For Skyhooks, there might be a more historic motivation. Could it have anything to do with this 1975 interview?
Does it ever worry you? Do you ever feel any moral responsibility to watch anything that you do, or do you think that it's nothing to do with you?
So after all these years, tell the truth, do you yet feel that moral responsibility to our youth?
Yeah, we do feel a moral obligation. That's the reason we're doing this whole thing, is just to...
Say sorry.
To say sorry.